This is Tracy from GiftBasketappeal, and today I'm going to be making a very special card, and it's for a boy who is 14 years old and he suffers from a rare skin disease. And so one of the things he wanted was for people to send him cards, and I said, you know what, after reading his story and being so inspired by him, I said, I'm going to do this. And sometimes you'll have that thing in your heart that says you need to do something, and I felt like this would be a great way for me to use my skills or my talents or my gifts to send something to someone else to brighten their day. So with that said, let's get started. So I don't get a whole lot of opportunity to make cards for a boy, and so I took two of May's stamps. One is called Memory Lane with the truck. I thought this would be perfect for this young man. And the other one is one of my favorite stamp sets because it's so uplifting. It's called the Chin Up stamp set. And I'm going to be using Times Are Tough, You Are Tougher. So it's just a way of just sending this little boy a message of just giving him something to hang on to. So I'm going to stamp out the truck on here. I'm going to stamp it out in white, and then I'm going to color it in. So I'm using my Memento ink. I want to make sure that's really inked up there. I'm going to be cutting this out a little bit later also. Just want to make sure you can see that. Cutting this out a little bit after I'm finished coloring it. And I may as well go ahead and also stamp my sentiment. Oh, okay, that came out good. I'll be cutting that out also. Okay. All right, so now I get to do some coloring. And this is an A2 card, just so you know. And I'm also going to be putting this cute little background on it. I want to stick with some of the darker colors since it's a masculine card. And also I'm going to put this over here like this. So I think that's going to look really nice once I get everything cut out. So just stick with me. I just said, when I read his story, I said, let me just get some things together and make this card and send it out to him. So I will, I know he suffers with a lot of pain, and one of the things he asked for, since he doesn't get to go out much, is for people to write letters to him, just to encourage him or to send a card. And so we just never know how our skills or our gifts of creating is going to have a ripple effect. So I will post the information to his story below, and there is an address that was listed also for him, and I will put that below as well. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and start coloring this in, and I thought this bright blue would be nice. I'm just going to use some blue and some gray, and you could use whatever you have in your stash to make a card. So sometimes we hesitate a lot of times thinking, oh, someone else is going to do it, and you are the someone else. A lot of times you are the someone else. You're the one that has to step forward sometimes and just do something. And sometimes you can't find the words to say, but just the sentiment, or even just making a special gift for someone that's going through something, makes all the world of difference. So I said I am definitely going to hop on the bandwagon and get this done for him. I know one of the things that, for me personally, this really touches my heart because as a mom of my daughter, my youngest daughter, and I'm not sure if I had told you this story before, my daughter suffers from a chronic illness, and we had been in and out of the hospital for years. And one of the things that really kept us going is when people would send us things, even when we were in the hospital by ourselves, just someone dropping something off just to say, you know, we're thinking about you. Just really, it really makes a difference. Or just sending a card. Some people who couldn't come to the hospital, or even when we couldn't have visitors, we just kind of just appreciated when people just sent things to us. And it just kept my daughter motivated, and it kept her going. Okay, so look how awesome that is. I'm liking the way that blue looks on there. And I'm going to do like a blue and like a gray color also. I thought this was the perfect stamp set to do this. If not, I probably would have just drew out my own card, or maybe downloaded an image off of the internet and just pulled it together. So you don't even have to have this exact stamp. You can just make it with whatever you have. I'm trying this gray and blue. I think looks really good. And I think I also have a darker gray that I'm going to use too. This one is a little bit darker. Just going to go in on here. And so I'm going to just go ahead and keep on coloring this in so you can see what it looks like. And this is just an idea. I thought about a red truck too, but then I said, you know what? I'm going to do this blue and gray. I hadn't really gotten a chance to use these two colors together. Get my darker gray here. Okay, so that's what that looks like. And I'm going to go ahead and fussy cut this out. And then I'm going to come back and make a special sign for this. I'm going to cut it out and decorate it a little bit. I have to tell you that these little cutter bee scissors make things so much better when I'm trying to do my little fussy cutting. So I really like those. Okay, and so I'm going to use these scissors, and these are the pinking scissors. So they're going to make a nice little ridge. I want it kind of be a little bit rough around the edges. So I'm going to go ahead and let me just cut this straight on here first. I'm going to cut it out right here. And then maybe right around the sides. Just kind of cut it to make it look a little bit rough around the edges. See how that looks? I thought that would be nice to kind of give it more of a masculine feel. I love these little scissors. I got them from Walmart. Okay, I like that. And I'm going to just go around it in blue. Outline it in blue just because my truck has a little bit of blue in there. Yep. I think that looks good. Just give it a little bit of an outline. And let's see, maybe some gray. I'll do a little bit of gray around here. And I'm not going to be like real neat with it. I'm just going to kind of just put a little bit of gray just around here. Just a dusting of gray. Make a little bit of a border there. Okay. All right, so I'm going to just put those aside for a moment, and I'm going to go ahead and mount this on here. And I'm going to write him a private message on the inside, just give him some words of inspiration and just kind of some thoughtful words, and just letting him know that he actually inspired me. You don't have to be an adult. I mean, kids really inspire. You know, they're just so wonderful. And I know when I was at the Children's Hospital with my daughter, I mean, these kids were amazing. All they wanted to do is just be regular, normal kids. And I don't think they truly know how much they touched my adult life being in that hospital with my daughter. Okay, let's go ahead and put this down on here. See, I'm just kind of keeping it those darker colors, but the white background will actually lighten this up too. So that's going to be good also. I'm going to put this like right here. See how that's going to be? Just go ahead and put that on now. I kind of like layering cards. They just have so many dimensions to them. See how that is. Put that right in the center there. Just leaving a little bit of a border around it. And let's see. I'm going to put this right here. See, I'm just working with that little space there. Look at that. I love it. I really like that. And if you hear some noise, that's my daughter. She's actually cooking. It's kind of late at night, too. Okay, I'm going to mount this truck on there because I think it'll look really cute if it had like just kind of raised up off of there a little bit. Let's see. I'm really going to like this. Sometimes you just have to get in the craft room and just start doing. And that's just what I decided I needed to do. And this is going to be so adorable. I'm really loving this. Right around there. Okay, and I'm just mounting it on there just to kind of give it a little bit more dimension on there. And I'm going to do this one also. I hope this is inspiring you and giving you some ideas of if you need an idea for a boy card. And I also know that his birthday is actually this month. So his birthday is July 20th, I believe. So he's going to be, what a blessing to be celebrating his birthday. Oops, just trying to get that on there right. Oh, and I am loving that. Look how adorable that is. That is so adorable. And let's see. I think this is my white gel pen. Yeah, this is my white Jelly Roll pen. I really just kind of pulled a bunch of stuff out. And I'm just going to go along here to get that going. Just to give this a little bit of an outline. And just play off of that white. So I'm just going over some of the gray. And I'm not being exact. I want this to kind of be a little bit rough and rugged. Okay, and look how cute that is. I am loving that. And I feel like it needs just a little bit of a border around it. Let's see. Yeah, I'll use this one. Actually, maybe a shadow underneath it would be nice. Yeah, I think so. Let's see, I'm just having fun here making this card. And I just felt like it needed just a little bit of a border on that, the outside of it. Okay. And I'm going to write something inside. I'm not going to stamp a sentiment. I'm just going to write a special message inside. And look how cute that is. I think he's going to love this. So I hope you were inspired by this. I know I was. I was definitely inspired by, there was a video that I watched of him and what he deals with on a daily basis. And my heart just goes out to him and his family. I think there was, his mom was in the interview as well. And just, I was just really inspired by that video. And something inside me said, you need to send him a card. And so sometimes you have to follow your, you know, when something is inside of you saying you need to do this, a lot of times you need to just go ahead and do it. So I am sending this card to this young man, and I hope it brightens his day. I will put the information below so that if you wanted to send him cards too. Let's go ahead and use our gifts to make someone's day brighter. And how wonderful would it be to send some cards to this young man and his family also, just to let them know that we're thinking of him and he's not alone. So I hope you were inspired by this. And if you want to join our crafty family, please go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Go ahead and like this video and comment below. I appreciate all of you, and I'll see you real soon. Bye.